2000, the year I was born, a movie did come out that basically made me love sci-fi fantasy. It also made me want to have a job, kind of like the idea of wanting to be a firefighter or an astronaut as a kid. But I literally wanted to be a shipbreaker. The movie Titan AE, that came out in 2000 from Fox Animation Studios, has a great intro, even if the entire movie is not that good, right? Hear me out. The most memorable things for me from that movie were green noodles, which were like aliens, and the salvage station scenes, right? And these type of salvage station ideas, like breaking down ships in a sci-fi environment containing, these space salvage stations, are what sparked my interest in so many things. But the most specific thing that made me think of wanting to play HardSpace Shipbreaker was that in Titan AE, the secondary laser cutting function in the video game is very close to the way they broke down ships in Titan AE. As you can see, it looks pretty similar, except, in Titan AE, it's a laser chainsaw, which I will say, if I use that in the game, you would hit things like fuel tanks, airlocks, battery packs, and reactors, and you basically defeat the entire point of the goal of the game, which is to salvage everything possible that you can, right? The gameplay, for the most part, is very relaxing, but can be very stressful at other times. However, the journey of upgrading your equipment makes you feel like your possession is not just in the range and power capabilities of your grapple, gravity gun, laser cutter, or work suit, but in how you use your tethers. Learn the layout of certain ships, which make you mentally become smarter in how to break down the ships faster and more efficiently. Another thing you progress in is your knowledge of just where the most valuable parts are on certain types of ships. Almost like, Toyota has the Corolla and Subaru has the Outback SUV. It is similar in this game. When you get to ships like the Gecko or Atlas, where the ship sizes become massive and sometimes even have multiple levels and rooms to them, all those skills you learn cumulatively through your journey of playing this game make it even more enjoyable as you piece by piece and strategically strip a ship down to its core elements and process them or melt them for the most amount of profit. For the story, I did get invested in the characters. The writing is good. There are some setups, there are payoffs, like most good stories have, right? And for the small indie game, it has a lot of charm that is hard to find in these type of genre of games, and it makes me appreciate it even more that it's in these type of simulation, power simulator, PC builder type games. Knowing that the title of the game is HardSpace Shipbreaker, I hope this turns into a franchise where HardSpace can be a series encompassing all the hard job space has to offer. While potentially we might have a major arc of a story unfold over multiple games with different jobs, if you're potentially still playing your job as the genderless 52 of this story. Last words I'd like to say is that for the IGN journalist who gave this a 6 out of 10, I'm disappointed that IGN forces the reviewers to review games that they might not fully like, because it does hurt the game in the long run when you have someone who doesn't like these types of games play these types of games. What type of game am I talking about? Well, of course, the genre of these simulators being 420 Simulator, Power Washer Simulator, PC Building Simulator, 2018 Mechanic Simulator, right? And I hope that maybe the reviewer who did review this game will be able to actually review a game they actually enjoy and have a better time than what they did when playing the game. What I will say, though, is for people that do enjoy the games, when you play this game, I feel like you will enjoy the game for sure. And by the end of it, after you beat the game, you will realize that this game is a classic. It is a great in this genre of simulator games. And with that, I'll see you next video.